Hey friends, welcome back. My name is Danielle and today we are going to talk about a weight loss journey and how I'm going to proceed into 2021 for my weight loss journey and all the things I'm going to do differently or the same, and we're going to talk about it. So let's jump into it. Hey friends, welcome back. Merry Christmas. I hope you guys had a wonderful holiday. I took a few days off. I spent some time with my family and yeah, it was a weird Christmas. Quiet. It was very quiet, and if you come from a big family, quiet and Christmas never tend to go together, so they went together for us, and it was nice, but it was like sad. It was bittersweet. So yeah, I took a few days off. Christmas Eve we stayed home and my mother-in-law and father-in-law came over, and the girls just, you know, we played Monopoly and we lived our best life. And then Christmas morning we went to my mom's house and we had breakfast over there, and the girls had presents, and then we came home and we kind of just been chilling here at the house ever since. Yeah, it's been, I'm gonna turn this light down a little bit. There we go. And yeah, we just kind of been just doing the thing. I know a lot of you are wondering, hey Danielle, how'd your eating go? It was awful. It was awful. I ate all the things and I enjoyed my holiday, and I am saying that I jumped on the scale. I was sitting for the last couple weeks between like 171 and 173, and I was 183 pounds this morning when I woke up. So that's like 10 pounds. It is what it is. I mean, I'm not gonna beat myself up over it. I keep seeing these like little things. I follow, I think her name is, I'm gonna say it wrong, Felicia Herthley. She's like really big with Weight Watchers. She's like a big Weight Watchers girl. She lost like a ton of like over like 160 pounds. I like to follow her because I think she's like funny and she's cute, and I don't know, I just like to support like positive people, and I think she's great. And I had noticed that on her stories on Instagram, she kept posting things like along the lines of like, basically she was saying, don't beat yourself up. If you guys have eaten or overeaten, eaten the things that you shouldn't have, the next day you shouldn't restrict your calories, do an extra workout, beat yourself up, you know, all the things. And I was like, yes, girl, yes. And let's be honest, like if I watched what I ate for a whole week straight, I wasn't gonna lose all the weight I gained. So if I didn't watch what I eat for a whole week straight, I wasn't gonna gain all the weight back. So people are probably like, holy shit, 10 pounds. Yeah, but a majority of it is water weight, cycle weight. It's probably all this fake hair I got in my head. I don't know, it's something, but I'm not gonna kill myself for it. And that's where we're gonna lead. This is where we're gonna lead this story, okay? So I said I was going to talk to you guys about how I was going to proceed forward in my weight loss journey. I've been on keto. I started keto many years back to actually help out my husband. My husband was borderline diabetic. He was on hypertension medication, and I was like, okay, well, I found this diet. It's called the keto diet. It was very, very weird. Nobody was doing it. And I said, let's just do this because they said it's going to lower your A1C. It's going to do this. So I did it with him. For, you know, just a disclaimer, my blood sugar, my blood pressure, all my like lab work has always been great. I've never struggled with any of those issues, knock on wood, thank God. But my husband has. He is, you know, has a strong family history of diabetes and hypertension. So the only thing on my side that I have a family history of is hypothyroidism, which I've always had my thyroid checked because I have, you know, struggled with weight my whole life, and I was like, that's the reason I have that. I have to have that, and I never have. My thyroid has always been functioning well. It's just, you know, this is, you know, God said, hey Danielle, we're gonna make you have an awesome personality, but we also gonna give you a little extra caboose. And I said, look, I know I can't be a whole package, but seriously, I've never luckily struggled with any of those things so where it would affect my health. So I've been doing keto. And yeah, I lost, you know, a good amount of weight, 20 pounds or so. Majority of the 100-pound plus weight loss that I had was pretty much low carb, clean eating, and portion control with working out. That's, I mean, if you guys are looking for like a recipe, like how am I gonna lose weight quick? Portion control, working out, you know, not eating tons of junk food. It's you know, it's the thing. You can have a little bit of junk food if you can, you know, stop you know, but you got to do it portion wise. It really is it, okay? So yeah, for a long time I've been doing keto, and I've recently found that it's been a struggle for me to lose any type of weight on keto. And I just felt like, you know, I was doing all these things and nothing was really working. I was struggling with these last like 5, you know, I'm really probably about a good 15 pounds away from my ultimate goal. I would love to be about 160 pounds and 155, 160 pounds. I would ideally like to be 155, so I have those 5 pounds to play with. And I haven't been able to hit that. So I was like, okay, whatever. 2020 hit and I was like, I don't even give a shit at this point. Let me just get through this year. And it was just been stressful, like many of you. I mean, my burden from 2020 hasn't been, I mean, thank God, my husband's job has always been stable. We never worried about where a paycheck was coming from. That was never an issue. We were always just scared. To say the word, we were scared. Both Leo's parents had caught COVID. My father-in-law was very, 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 very sick. Took him a long time to get better, and it was really scary. Luckily, he had never been hospitalized, but it was scary. We've had not anybody in my family per se. I mean, I have cousins and stuff who got it and, you know, were better from it. One of my best friends caught it. Her whole house caught it. They're doing better. But my brother-in-law, he had an outbreak in his family, and unfortunately he recently just lost his aunt to COVID. So it's scary. So it was scary because everybody was afraid. Everybody's still afraid. Our city kept shutting down. Aside from COVID, if you guys are from, I mean, you guys watch the news, you guys seen that Chicago we were going through some things this year, and it was scary. It was really scary here. Aside from COVID, it was scary. There was a lot of looting and violence, and that violence was really in the area where my in-laws live, and we couldn't go and get them because they had COVID, and my mother-in-law doesn't drive. My in-laws' English is very poor, and it was hard. It was really, really hard. So there's that. And then my daughters haven't been in school, so just trying to keep life as normal as possible for 3 growing kids, you know, a 7-year-old, 11-year-old, and a 16-year-old. It's a challenge on its own. Then we're going to throw in e-learning, and then we're doing stuff around the house. It's just been crazy. It's been crazy, and it's been very stressful. I had some health issues this year that I'd never had. My anxiety was really bad, and it was just a crazy year. And I felt like being a keto influencer was adding to that. I also want to start this, before I go into this next point that I'm trying to make, I want to start out by saying that I love and respect a lot of the people, a lot of the women, a lot of the couples that I follow on here that do follow keto. I find their journeys to be truly remarkable. I've suggested many of them to you, and I love them. I think they're phenomenal. But some of the stuff that a lot of people are doing right now, I can't get behind. I can't get behind because I started noticing that my kids, mostly my oldest daughter, was trying to do them. And I was like, no, hell no, you're not gonna do this. And so basically what happened was, as you guys know, my oldest daughter, Rhea, is embarking on her own wellness journey. And I don't talk about it. I don't really talk about my kids on here because they're my kids. This is my channel. And, you know, if you guys, it's not really, you know, I'm a mom, but this isn't a mom channel, right? So, my oldest daughter, she was, I don't know what she was on TikTok, probably because she loves TikTok. All the kids love TikTok, right? I love TikTok. I think it's pretty nifty. But anyways, she came out of her room and she said, she had like a few days of eating off, okay? And I don't put her business out there. I don't watch over her and push her to do anything. I just say, what do you want me to get you from the store? What do you want to do? Give me a list. I'll buy them for you. And I kind of leave it at her own. I have learned that by struggling with weight my whole life, that the more like my mother tried to push me or bribe me, when she would try to like be like, oh, if you lose this weight, I'll buy you some. And she was just trying. My mom's always been thin, so she didn't know. When she would say, if you lose this weight, I'm gonna buy you some new clothes, or if you lose this weight, we can do this, or it would like instead of motivating me, it made me feel bad about myself. And I know that wasn't her intention. I know she was just trying to like hype me up, but that's how I felt. So I never tried to do that for Ray. I tried to like give her her own space to figure out what she wanted to do. So she came out of her room and she said, Mom, you know, I've been really eating real bad, but I've seen that if you do these water fasts or these long-term fasting, these people are losing like 10, 15 pounds in a week. So if somebody's doing like a 72-hour fast, they lost like 8 pounds. So I think I'm going to do that. And I was like, fuck no, you're not going to do that. I was like, no, you're not. Yeah, Mom, they follow keto. And again, she's seen this on TikTok. I didn't say she's seen this on YouTube. She's like, and they said if you do these like long-term fasting, you're going to lose a lot of weight. So I'm going to do that. And I was like, you're not going to do that because that's not healthy. That's not the point of it. The point of fasting is they do it for other reasons. I said, but you're not going to do that. She's like, well, you used to intermittent fast. And I was like, yeah, but I would do it for like 18 hours and it was different. And she's like, well, you're doing it. And I was just like, she's right. She's fucking right. You know? And I was like, so then I started looking up, and sure as shit, that's all that there is right now, is a lot of people doing, you know, fasting for 3, 4, 5 days at a time, you know, and maybe just having black coffee and water or bone broth. And they're like, yeah, I got hungry, but I just drank some water and I lost, you know, 10 pounds or something. And I was like, fuck. Like, is this what I want my kids to do? And I don't want that for them. I don't want that for myself. So like, I was like, I can't. So then that just started leaving a bad taste in my mouth. And I was like, I can't get behind this shit anymore. Like, is this what it's coming to? And I had already was like, kind of, you know, feeling like I needed to change things up anyways, because I felt like my body had already just became in this comfort zone. And I felt like I was trying to trick my body too much. And I was like, what? And then like, and she's like, all right, well, how about I do just, she's like, I seen this one diet where it's, it was like a cereal diet and all you have is like 3 bowls of cereal a day. And I was like, no, you're not doing that either. You got to eat a well-balanced meal. Oh, well, you did that egg fast. And I was like, fuck, she's right. Like, you know, and you hate it when your kids got point, you know, when they come at you with points and they're like saying, well, you did this, and you're like, and then I remember when I was a kid, my mom used to say, do as I say, not as I do. And then I was like, is this, and then, so she's 16, but then I also have an 11-year-old and I have a 7-year-old. And it was at the point too, where my 7-year-old would be like, oh, Mom, you want a piece of my apple? And I was like, no, it's okay. Oh, cause it's not keto, right? You can't eat it. Apples are bad cause they're not keto, right? And I was just like, she's 7. And I was like, this isn't how I want to do this, you know. And then I think like, then I go back, and this is I'm gonna be true. I'm gonna be real with you, and I'm gonna say what I have to say. So I'm gonna leave this ball in everybody's court. I go back to the time when I left Weight Watchers, right? And I had so many people abandon me, and they unsubscribed, and I felt like I felt really upset when people all left me. And I was like, I can't do that. Like, I have this community. Like, if you try to tag my name, the first thing that comes up with Daniela Diaries is keto. Like, people are going to leave, you know, and I don't want to lose these friends that I made, because you guys are my friends. Like, I don't get out much, obviously. I mean, I have like one really good friend, but it's you guys. It's me and you guys, you know, and I was like, they're going to leave. And what am I going to do? I have to stick this out. And then the more I thought about it, the more I was like, maybe I was putting stuff out to the universe. Like, I know I'm where I'm supposed to be. I know that this is what I need to do. And I said, if there's something else, if there's like the next big thing that's going to make it hit, then just put it in my way. You know what I mean? I prayed on it. I put it out to the universe, and I said, wherever I'm supposed to go next, just lead me to it. I'm gonna leave it open. And then I started thinking of really great series, and I got really excited, and I was like, you know what? This is what I'm gonna fucking do, because this is my journey. And I'm just gonna be real with you. So I'm not gonna do keto anymore. Not because I don't think it works, because I do think it works. But I can't get behind it on YouTube anymore. I think there's some really great channels out there. I think there's some really great people out there. I think there's some really great motivational work out there. But I can't get behind these crazy fasts. I can't get behind these restrictions and these, you know, only eat these things for 3 days. I can't get behind these, you know, these TikToks and these people going viral for making all these keto meals, but when you never see them. So they're saying they lost this weight, but you never see them. So they're eating all this. I mean, shit, their meals look good as hell. I'm not gonna lie, but I'm like, wait, how do you guys look? But you don't know. And it's like you only see the fucking highlight reels. And I know that. I'm almost 37 years old. I know that. But I fell for it. And I said what I said. You know, and you know, and then again, this isn't attacking anybody. I mean, this is, you know, I think these women are doing phenomenal and stuff like that. It's just, you know, maybe they don't have kids watching like I have kids watching. You know, maybe a lot of these people, their kids are younger, you know, but I'm raising 3 little women right now. And I want them to grow up to know that they are fierce and they are beautiful. And, you know, it's not about the scale, but it's about your health. And it's about having a good relationship with food. Because maybe if I would have been taught to have a better relationship with food and portion control and to eat, to be not stuffed, but to be comfortable, maybe I wouldn't be doing this at 37 years old. Maybe I wouldn't have to, you know, cringe every time I step on the scale. Maybe I would understand that that number is just a number and it doesn't define who I am. And I don't have to defend it every time I get on it to myself. And it's not even to you guys, it's to myself. And I want my girls to grow up knowing that. I want them to know that they are more than what the scale says. They're more than what their pant size is. I want them to know that they should be healthy and they should strive to eat good things that nourish their body. But if they're celebrating and they want a piece of cake, eat the fucking cake. And I want you to go home and just enjoy the fact that you had a nice piece of dessert and not beat yourself up for it and not have to fast for a month or 3 days to lose any bit of weight, because that's not healthy. And I need to not only preach that to them, but I need to teach that to myself. So that's where I'm going. These last few days, like, I've been kind of sick about making this video, I'm not gonna lie. Kind of sick because I'm like, man, I told Leo, I said, fuck, I hope I'm not stirring a pot. And I'm sorry for the cursing too, but this is just real. And I'm like low key, like I'm holding my stomach right now because I just am so anxious about this. Like, that's why I'm like, you know, I just feel like this internet is such a wonderful place. It's so wild. The internet is so wild. Thinking back to like MySpace and when all this stuff started out, and then to see where it is now, to see that this is my job. Like, what the hell? Is so crazy to me to see that I have this wonderful life because you guys tuned into me. And the common denominator that I get from a lot of people who watch me is they just say thanks because you keep it real. Thanks for saying what you say because I feel it. I know what you're saying. And I'm like, I can't pride myself on doing something to fit the masses because I want the views. Because look, like I said, I lost a lot of people when I left Weight Watchers, and I'll probably lose a lot of people with this one. But if you decide to leave, I want you to know that I wish you all the best. And I'm not downplaying or talking shit on keto or anything, so I think it's a wonderful way of eating, especially if you have a lot of health ailments, PCOS, hypertension, diabetes and stuff like that. But I also want to let you guys know that it may not work for you. Or you may have had a lot of success at the beginning, but it may stop. Because sometimes our bodies just say, hey, I'm over it already, and I think we need to try something new. So what am I going to do differently? I am going to stay low carb. I'm still going to eat low carb. I'm not going to be counting my macros. I'm going to be watching my portions. I'm going to eat when I'm hungry and stop when I'm like semi-full, and I'm going to watch the scale. If I notice that the scale is jumping, then I'll know that I have to back off. I'm going to start moving my body more. I'm going to start doing some like YouTube videos and stuff like that. I don't have the money, nor do I have the space for any equipment right now. So I'm going to do what you guys are doing, and I'm going to find a video on YouTube, and that's what I'm going to do. And yeah, I'm going to do lower fat and just go from there. A lot of people have suggested that I try out Weight Watchers again, or I Track Bites, because I guess they have like a carb conscious, and I checked out a lot of their stuff. You know, Weight Watchers had like a lot of programs, and I did really well on Weight Watchers years and years ago. It was, I think it's called Momentum Program. It was like in 2009. I did really well on that, and that one was basically just portion control. I lost a lot of weight on that. But anything else that were stuff was like 0 points, like Smart Points and Freestyle and stuff, I gained a ton of weight on that because it was no portion control. Portion control is the major struggle for me. And yeah, so what I did was, yeah, on the 26th, I woke up and I just started watching what I ate. As far as carbs, I don't know how many I'm going to have. I guess if I would, I don't know, each day will vary. So you guys are going to be seeing that if you guys are interested. I might have an apple. I might have oatmeal. I might have a sweet potato. I might have, I don't know, what else is people like go crazy about? Banana. I don't know, crazy, I know. But my goal is to stay low carb, eat more nutritious stuff, cook fresh stuff, and just go from there. Just clean it up. So I'm not going to be doing all the butters and the cream cheeses and stuff like that. And I'm going to be honest with you, since I haven't been, my stomach has been feeling a lot better. Sometimes with all that fat, my stomach will just, you guys even know I would say like I can't do ground beef because the fat makes me sick. It just does. I just can't eat like that. Yeah, and that's just kind of my plan. And it's what's going to work for me. And if I have to go back to the drawing board, then I'll go back to the drawing board. But I just need to set a good example for the people who are watching. I want to raise good kids, good adults, good, kind, sweet kids who have a good head on their shoulders and know that they're loved and that their mother and their father and their families adore them, and not to treat food as the enemy, you know, and to embrace yourself. So yeah, it's crazy. But I want to also talk about really quickly what we are doing coming 2021. I'm really excited about 2021. We're gonna still do a lot of full days of eating and stuff like that. I'm actually filming one today while we're doing this video. So it's pretty much the same things, you know, coffee, lunches, dinners, you know. But we're also going to be starting, I'm going to do a vision board this week, so I want to do a vision board with you guys. I do one with my girls every year. We don't do magazines. I do like stickers and stuff like that, and they can write out. And I think it's really fun, and it sets like the mood. So we're going to do one together. But I'm also going to be starting a new series. My hope is to have the very first video out this Saturday, which will be January 4th or 2nd. I'm not too sure. But it should be this Saturday. And if you guys know me, know that I love like a good murder mystery, true crime. That's like my thing, okay? I love it. It's just, I grew up watching it. Unsolved Mysteries, you know, America's Most Wanted. Like that was my Cops. Like we watched all that stuff. First 48, that was like what was always on, okay? So we're going to start a series here, and it's going to be on, I'm going to try to get one out every other Saturday, and we're going to still have vlogs mixed in between those. And every other Saturday it will be a true crime, either be murders, mysteries, unsolved stories, stuff like that. But it's all going to be related to Chicago. So my goal is to tell you the story, tell you the true crime, show you pictures of what it looked like when the crime actually occurred, and I'm actually going to take you guys to where, what it looks like now. The very first case that we will be talking about will be Richard Speck. If you guys have never heard about Richard Speck, he was a sick puppy. And I've been actually doing research on him and like writing notes. It's been really fun. It takes me back to when I was in school, and I loved being in school. I was a really good student. So yeah, my dad's actually, some of the parts of the city that were once like really high and affluent aren't so anymore. So this one, my dad's actually going to take me out because the area in which the hospital resided actually has changed a little bit. So we're going to go out there. There's some places where I'm honestly just not going to go because it's not safe. I'm just going to be real with you guys. But we have some really great ones. We're going to touch on everything from like Richard Speck to Al Capone to John Dillinger to Bachelor's Grove to Resurrection Mary. I mean, we have some really cool H.H. Holmes. Like, I have some really cool places to take you guys, and I have such a great list, and we're going to go and see them all. and it's gonna be so fun. I'm so excited for it. It's like giving me life right now. Yeah, and it's not going to be like, you know, Bailey Sarian kind of made it really popular where she does her makeup. We're not going to do any makeup or anything. We're just going to sit down and I'm just going to tell you guys the story and take you guys through history and kind of show you. I think it's cool. A lot of people have never been here, and if you're from here, I think it'd be cool to see the neighborhood. But if you haven't been here, kind of show you what was and what is now. So that'll be coming up. I'm really, really excited. We're still going to do grocery hauls, full days of eating, cooking recipes, stuff like that. It's just the ingredients are going to change. And there's always ways to make them lower in carb and stuff like that, and higher in fat. But I feel really good. I feel really good. I feel excited. I'm excited for 2021. Aside from like everything else, I just feel like I'm ready for a difference. I love change. I love trying new things. I love changing shit out. So I really just thrive off that. So I'm really excited to share this with you guys. Again, this video, if you feel like it struck a nerve with you, I'm sorry. It's just something that I had to say, and I have to make sure I practice because I have people watching. And I don't want my daughters to grow up and be like me. And I can like cry right now thinking about it, all the things I've put my body through and all the crazy diets I did, the pills I've taken to lose weight, to look like the people in my family, because everybody in my family was so small and it wasn't healthy. You know, like they were even saying that, my one cousin even said that like people in my family had developed heart murmurs because they were taking these pills to lose weight, and I took them all. I went to the fat doctor and got the ephedrine and stuff like that, and was taking them, and the 500 calorie, I mean, I did everything and I tore my body down, and I don't want my girls to do that to themselves. And not saying that it's this, you know, these extended fasts or anything like that is the same, but it's a slippery slope, and I have to lead by example. So I hope you guys don't hate me. And I love you guys, and I hope you guys are as excited for 2021 as I am. Not saying that it's gonna, at midnight on 2021, life's gonna change and everything's gonna go away. But I feel like on 2020, I took that time to really learn. I learned a lot. And I think that was the best gift it gave me. It taught me a lot. And I appreciate all the time, all the lessons it's taught me. So I'm gonna wrap this video up. I hope you guys are wonderful. Let me know down below if you guys are excited for the new series. Yeah, it's gonna be I'm so excited. I'm so excited for it. Tomorrow there'll be a full day of eating. We're probably gonna have a couple this week just to kind of show you guys like what it's looking like. To be honest, it's not gonna vary that much than what I've been doing this last couple weeks, but I think I had to just say it, that I'm sticking with it, to be honest. Like I said, I'm just saying that I'm sticking with it. So yeah, I love you guys. I'll see you on the next one. Take it easy, friends.